So not sure which video this is going to be in, but I just got these back from the powder coaters. I had them shot blasted, and then I took them to a company called PCL who have wet primered them for me. I'm going to paint them black, and the springs I got have been powder coated, as have the top hats as well. So I just thought I'd show you where we're at with these. These are Pedders lowering suspension for Subaru Forester. They're an Australian brand, but they're only about 25,000 miles old, but they'd got quite rusty, and I'd sold them to a friend, so he asked me to give them a once over, so here we are. So I think we're about a fortnight on from when I last filmed anything to do with the suspension. Haven't had time to fit them, so I've been in no rush to rebuild them, but planning to fit tomorrow morning to my mate's Forester. Just a reminder, these were my old suspension. They've had a bit of a refurb since they're in my possession. Quite pleased with how it came out. I had everything shot blasted. Springs and top caps, they got powder coated, or primed and powder coated. Struts got primed, and then I wet sprayed them, and came out better than the calipers did, so looking alright. They've been next to the radiator for a fortnight, so they've hopefully gone off, and nice and hard paint, and I'm going to put them together with a fancy spring compressor I borrowed from work, so bear with me. I'm going to get that rigged up and give you a bit of a demo. So here is this wonderful contraption. I've done this job before with like the 3 screw clamps. I've always found them to be a bit sketchy. I don't have space or nowhere to borrow like an upright bench mounted one, but we did have this in the motorsport department at work, so I have borrowed it for the weekend. Comes with loads of different sizes, and I figured, especially seeing as the springs had just been powder coated, I wanted to do them properly with something cushioned rather than like the death clamps, as I call them. So wish me luck. Alright, all back together and looking fresh. The light in here is making these look a bit pink on film, but they're looking a real good deep red. So Phil's here. We're going to go and jack up the Forester, start on the rears, and I'll show you how we do that when we get there. So this is what we're starting with. Typical West Country wheel arch. These are the self-leveling. These are like the original Forester ones. They are in good nick, but we're just wanting to lower it with the Pedders, and obviously the Pedders are a lot newer. So what we're going to do is take out, we're replacing the anti-roll bar bracket, because when we lower it we need a shorter one. So again, we're putting one on that's come from an STI with a slightly thicker bar. So I'm going to be dropping that and that, disconnecting from all the swinging arms, 19mm here, and then we got 3 10mm on the top. So we get these out, let that drop down, then drop it down from the top, and then put in the new one. Right, one down. I have done this on my own before, but it was definitely easier having another pair of hands. So if you do fly solo, it is achievable, but like I said, if you've got a mate to give you a hand, then all the better. So you can see that the stubbier anti-roll bar mount there, and ever so slightly thicker bar, so that should help with a little bit of oversteer, which makes it a little bit more fun to drive. So one down, and I'll show you the front one. I won't show you the other rear one because it's exactly the same. So we got a bit busy and just finished it. So we've only just lowered down the front, but it's a good 4 inches lower, I reckon, at the moment. Phil's going to go and take it for a hoon and come back, and we'll have a look to see how much it's settled. Alright, he's back from his hoon, and I think we've got a very happy Phil. So all round, I reckon we dropped about 4 inches. We did put 10mm spacers on the top of the rears, just from when I had them on mine. Although it's at level, I found that whenever I put loads of stuff in the boot, it sagged a bit. So we've compensated for that. All looking good. Thicker anti-roll bar on the rear as well. So yeah, best of luck to Phil. Oh yeah, we'll be picking up the calipers soon. There's been lots of delays on all that, which we'll see, so that'll be in a couple of weeks or so. Right, cheers.